All right, so earlier today, G2 faced off against Gen G in the NA first grand finals for the first event here. And I would want to bring a kind of like a recap or a breakdown of what happened here. So this comes from the middle of the series. This play here for G2 is a good example of what makes them so threatening and why they were able to kind of dismantle the defense of Gen G earlier today. So there's a lot to get through on this play, but just from the first position here, what we see is Daniel here on his rotation back is going to play behind beast mode. And so what he's looking to do right here is come deep and then rotate in behind beast mode to give himself a better angle, but also allowing himself this depth back here to play for this big clear if it were to come out. And Atomic is then rotating in to play behind Daniel and looking to play across to try to support over here, potentially playing for a pass across or something off the backboard, especially looking at the fact here that all of Gen G is here in this corner. So this save going right across, this pass off the backboard would leave it wide open for Atomic to just cut in here on his rotation back into third man. And then beast mode here, of course, is just looking to try to get this ball around, especially since these three are here. He's just looking to get this ball around them and try to put it wide anywhere on this side of the field for Atomic to cut in and score. But now, as we watch this play develop, what happens here is Daniel comes back for boost, anticipating a potential big clear out of the corner. And so what we see here from G2 is them kind of, I'd say, hedging their bets here. Daniel's coming back, grabbing this big pad, and he's able to play for if apparently Jack gets this big clear. And Atomic here is cutting across to play the close 50 if this ball ends up being played with control. And still, Gen G being too close together here in the corner. So if we see what happens, the slow play comes out. Beast mode finds a demo here onto this man who is going to try to most likely play the backboard, as Chronic here is rotating back wide to try to cover net. And now Appjack, since he took it slow, Atomic is going to try to play this 50 with Daniel here as support. And Beast Mode will likely continue to rotate this way through the net, maybe look for a bump on Chronic and try to create some kind of play. So now Atomic lands that 50 here. He's taking it forward with boost towards the open net. Apparently Jack now out of the play with momentum this way. So Daniel is now looking to support Atomic as beast mode here just cleared out the net. First killer just spawned in from the demo. And Chronic here had gone for the corner boost and now has to be diving across the net in order to try to stop anything here coming from Atomic. Atomic finds the 50 on apparently Jack. So apparently Jack was able to here recover and turn in time and find a 50 onto Atomic, but he finds a second touch here off the back wall again. Here finds this touch. But what happens here that actually makes this play work for G2 and what really is the downfall of Gen G here is watching First Killer here. As he's pushing in off the demo spawn, he ends up rotating through and actually pushes up to around this boost pad, maybe even a little past it. And he's going to end up leaving the back half of the net open, which if I let it play for a second, yeah. We see now Atomic got the second touch on this ball. It's coming out this way. Daniel, noticed before I mentioned he was here looking to play the support of Atomic. Now as Atomic brought this play across the net, Daniel is also here cheating across the net to try to play this ball. And Beast Mode drops back here and is playing support, playing behind both of them. So there's no threat of a big clear, so Beast Mode can start to push in a little bit here. He's likely not going to need to, though, and obviously in hindsight we know he doesn't need to. But First Killer pushes too far across. Chronic was playing for this front post touch from Atomic. If he hadn't been able to land the second one, he would have been here to match the first touch. But since Atomic got the second touch, First Killer had to stay back and play patient to bail him out. But because he pushed out early, he allows Daniel this back side of the net And if I let this play through, that is exactly where he puts that ball. And G2 went on to take this series in a sweep.